Hello everyone. So today I will be playing Stardew Valley, a game very near and dear to my heart. I've played many hours of this game. But before I get into the gameplay, I just wanted to say that I am not a professional farmer. I have worked in a professional capacity at a horse barn, but you don't get a horse until later in the game, so I'll save those stories for then. I did, however, grow up in an area surrounded by farms, and my family had a giant vegetable garden, herb garden, fruit trees, fruit bushes, all of it. So a lot of my knowledge does come from that. I also grew up with actual professional farmers. They were family friends, acquaintances, and they did anything from growing crops, taking care of animals, you name it. And so I was lucky enough to talk with them quite a bit and sometimes help with them with their work. So I have picked up some tricks and tips of the trade through them as well. So without further ado, let's get into the game. Alright, so I have created my farm. I just did the normal layout for the farm, named it Cottonwood Farm. I grew up on Cottonwood Drive, so it's a bit of a nod to that. So let's get our 15 parsnip seeds. You've received 15 parsnip seeds. Here's a little something to get you started. Mayor Lewis, which means he was in my house when I was sleeping. Not sure how I feel about that. I don't really think I like that very much. Let's look at our tasks. So we'll need to introduce ourselves to the town and getting started. Says if you want to become a farmer, you have to start with the basics. Use your hoe to till the soil, then use a seed packet on the tilled soil to sow a crop. Water every day until the crop is ready for harvest. That makes it sound a whole lot easier to grow plants than it actually is in real life. But I suppose if you have to fertilize and water a lot more than in the game anyways, keep it away from bugs, all of those things, it might not be such fun gameplay, so I get that. Anyways, let's head outside. And it's very much in disrepair here. This kind of reminds me of, after winter, the garden area would be full of debris, maybe not to the degree of this with the big stones and logs in the way, but we would have to do some cleanup before we could even start gardening. So that's pretty accurate in terms of having to clean up anyways, which is never very fun because you just want to get into the planting of the seeds. Alright, so let's hoe our area. Let's start here. If I would get the right area, that would be nice. I guess in real life you don't have to worry about clicking the right area in order to grow your crops. You just kind of do it by hand. Alright. So, interestingly, it's a lot harder to do that in real life, especially after the first of winter. You have to use what's called a mattock. It looks like basically a pickaxe, but it's for your garden. And you have to break up the soil, especially if it's clay-based. I grew up in an area where all the soil was basically clay, and it was hard to aerate, to till, so you had to use this mattock to really get it going. Now we're gonna water, and I wouldn't be watering it. I would have mixed the topsoil with compost from kitchen scraps. So we always had a big old compost pile, which decayed nicely into a nice sort of fertilizer soil mixture, which is nice. Yeah. So I would have mixed that in before planting the seeds. And of course, planting the seeds, I've never personally, let me refill my watering can. I've never personally grown parsnips, so I'm not quite sure how they are supposed to be planted, but each different plant, it varies in terms of spacing, in terms of how many seeds you put in there, and in terms of how deep you plant it. So I can't unfortunately speak to that. But there we go. My parsnips are planted. I've already watered. It would have taken a lot longer in real life to water the plants. You just got a little watering can that you do by hand here. That would take a long time in real life because plants need a lot of water, especially at the very beginning. My family always had a hose that actually ran from the house underground to connecting to the garden, so it was easy to just water the plants, which was nice. Alright, so I'm going to clean up the farm a bit and I will be back. I have cleaned up a bit, run out of energy. I got some wild mixed seeds. I've planted them here on the edge. I will say I've never just found seeds in the wild before and just planted them. Have never done that, but I do it in this game. So we've run out of energy, so we might as well go into town, visit some of the villagers. So growing up, pick up some of the flowers. Growing up, the farmers I knew, they always took a break around 11 a.m. It's 3:40 p.m. in the game, but it's fine. And they would go to McDonald's every single day. It was almost a ritual for them. So I guess we're going to town just like they did for a bit of a break when they've run out of energy for the day. Alright, let's see what this says. That's the calendar. Nothing's posted today. And here is Caroline, I believe. Yes. Hello, you must be Leigh, the new farmer. I'm Caroline. That's all. My husband runs the general store here. And have you met my daughter Abigail? She's the pale one with the purple hair. Okay, let's go see your husband, Pierre. Alright, so a little bit of a general store. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Leah. Cute little store. Let's visit Pierre. Hey, it's Miss Leigh, the new farmer. I'm Pierre, the owner of the local general store. I would just like to say on previous playthroughs, I know that Pierre is problematic. Sometimes he would, if you sell him your crops directly, he'll take credit for the good stuff. And that's not that uncommon, unfortunately, which is why farmers sometimes sell their produce, at least the extra produce they have themselves, either maybe like roadside stands or farmers markets. The best corn I've ever had, other than what I grew myself, was from a little stand on the side of the road. It was delicious corn. Oh my goodness, I wish I could have some right now. But yeah, Pierre's, if you're looking for seed, my shop is the place to go. I'll also buy produce from you for a good price. Yeah, I know what you do with that, Pierre. Alright, let's see what you have. Parsnips, beans, cauliflower, potato, tulips, kale, jazz. Alright, so you got a bunch of stuff. Got some groceries, some trees. So he doesn't have any fertilizer. The first thing I would get is, if I'm already growing plants, if you're starting out, you don't want to do too many at a time because it's a little overwhelming, but it is nice to have fertilizer, but considering I only have 500 gold and I can't even buy fertilizer, I guess I'm not buying anything from Pierre today. Sorry, Pierre, for that. So let's go move on. Oh, this is the pale one with the purple hair. Hello, are you pale with purple hair? Oh, that's right. I heard someone new was moving into that old farm. That's all you have to say for yourself? Alright. Hey, I'm Sam. Good to meet you. Good to meet you too, Sam. So many people to say hi to. Hi, Pam. Hey, kid, the name's Pam. You know, as a farmer, you gotta make those connections, right? Or else no one's gonna help you out or buy your produce. Hey, you're the new girl, huh? I think we're gonna get along great. I'm Alex. I think I just saw Evelyn go inside, so we're gonna just bust into someone's home here. Just without knocking, just walk straight in. That's exactly what you do, right? Why, hello and welcome to our little community, dear. I love Evelyn. She's so cute. You can call me Granny if you like. Alright, Granny, nice to meet you. It's irritating to have to meet all these new people. Well, jeez. Name's George, by the way. Now buzz off. Well, see if I bother you again. Yeesh. Grumpy old man. Oh, alright. A couple more to meet here. Apparently I'm sitting next to them now. Okay. Oh, hello, I'm Penny. Oh, aren't you the one who just moved in? I'm Maru. I've been looking forward to meeting you. How did you know me? I guess there was an announcement in the town. It's so small they go, hey, someone new is moving in. Alright, the saloon. This is definitely where those farmers that I know would hang out during the day. Well, hello there, I'm Gus, chef and owner of the Stardrop Saloon. Oh, I can read it on your face. You're gonna love it here in Pelican Town. If you're ever looking for something to do in the evening, stop by the saloon. That's where I work. That's very kind, Emily, but considering I'm a farmer, I'm probably gonna, be pooped out at the end of the night. You know, this is a lot of work being a farmer. I'm not sure I'm gonna walk into town. I probably will, since this is a game. If it was real life, I wouldn't. Oh, hello. It's a bit early, huh? Oh, no, it's 6 p.m. I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? That is a good point, sir. See ya. Alright. That's Mayor Lewis's house. And he is in. Good evening. So, how was your first night in the old cottage? Well, you would know since apparently you were in there. Hope I wasn't snoring for you. Alright. I'm gonna go visit over here. The library / museum. Obviously, I love this place because, well, I have my master's degree in library and information studies. It's locked. Of course it's closed now. Ay. Well, fun fact anyways, libraries, way back when, the farmers who could read anyways, would actually, let me sit on the bench while I tell you a story. Farmers would come into the library, those who could read, and they would borrow books to teach themselves sort of the new and improved practices for their farms. I just paused because I want to catch Clint, but I want to tell you my story first. Some of these old libraries even have records still of which farmers checked out which books for how long, etc. Really good record keeping. So not only does this give us an idea of what farmers were interested in improving in their career, but now actually a lot of people use these records for genealogy. So people are able to trace their ancestry through these library records, and I think that's pretty cool. I should recommend it to Gunther in there, who's manning the place, so it seems. But anyways, that's the connection between farming and libraries for there. All right, let's go say hi to Clint. Hi, I'm Clint. I'm the town blacksmith. If you ever need me to upgrade your tools, I'm your guy. Now, I don't care for Clint either. He seems like one of those I'm a nice guy type of people. But blacksmithing is pretty cool. And, you know, growing up around farms, you get to know blacksmiths that either repair the machinery or even farriers for horses. And I am good friends with a couple blacksmiths. Such fascinating work they do, bending the metal. And one even offered to apprentice my sister. Unfortunately, I was too young at the time to take her place, but maybe I would have done it. That would have been cool. I could have been a blacksmith. That would have been cool. Clint, move. Alright. Let's go down to the beach. Who doesn't like a beach? Pick up some forageables that are here. Foraging's always nice, whoever you are. Dandelions especially. You can do so much with the dandelions. You can make dandelion honey, you can make dandelion tea, you can use the dandelion greens for salads. I think Willie is closed. I'm going to not be able to see him yet. I've gone fishing. I'll be back tomorrow. Gotcha. See you later, Willie. So dandelions are always nice. Obviously, before you go picking them, if you hear this and go, oh, maybe I want to go pick some dandelions now, just be sure they're not sprayed with pesticides because they are weeds and sometimes people spray them to get rid of them, and you don't want to be eating those chemicals. That would be harmful to your health. Please don't do that. Alright, make my way up. It's getting a bit late. I'm not sure anyone's out yet. Pick the daffodils. If I saw wildflowers, I would likely not pick them. Unless for a specific purpose, like the dandelions, but for the most part I just leave them on the ground because, well, first of all, they're just pretty, and second of all, there's little point in me picking a flower which essentially kills it just for my own pleasure. Which is silly because you can still get pleasure from them by walking outside and seeing them grow on the ground. So I usually just leave wildflowers alone, unless of course they're weeds and growing in the garden, in which case obviously they need to go because they'll be harmful. Oh dear, am I blocked in? Hopefully I can get through. Usually you're not stuck on your own land. But then again, this has been abandoned for a while. Alright, so I'm going to sell some stuff. I think, again, Lewis comes at night and I don't know what he does. Hopefully he just picks up the materials to sell. Hopefully he doesn't come in again. I don't know if that's a habit of his. You know, maybe it's a power trip. But anyways, it's getting late. So it's 10 p.m., which is much later than a farmer would likely be up on a normal day. It's just since they'd probably be very tired anyways. So let's go to sleep for the night. So that's the end of my first day as a new farmer in this world. Wow. I got a lot of money from, looks like, daffodils. Maybe I should have been a florist. Anyways, I'll continue in another video, so I hope you like that, and please, if you have any stories regarding, well, farming or farm life or anything like that, please comment. I'd love to hear it. I love hearing all sorts of stories, especially if I can relate to them like I can. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.